Hello, my beautiful people. Hi, Ninja Watch family. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all from wherever you're joining us from today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can see people already on the comment section. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for always joining me. I can see Father Evangelist. Thank you for joining me. Edo Lights Watch. Thank you for joining me today. How you guys doing? To our viewers out there, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kachi. Join me as we review the newspaper headlines today and many more. Okay, guys. So the first newspaper we have here on our list is the Daily Trust newspaper. This is the Daily Trust newspaper, guys, and it reads: Military moves to flush out soldiers with divided loyalty. Military moves to flush out soldiers with divided loyalty. This is the Daily Trust newspaper, guys, for the 23rd of June 2022. So, guys, we're going to move straight to the next newspaper we have for you guys today, which is the Punch newspaper. And it reads: 20 senators set to dump APC party majority under threat. Oh, wow, 20. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of senators dumping APC, guys. Ah, come 2023 election is really going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. Anyways, that's what you have, guys, for the Punch newspaper. So we're going to move straight to the next newspaper I have for you guys today, which is the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper says 2023, no place for placeholder. Fallen as senior lawyer bank INEC. Oh wow. Okay, guys, there you have it. For these are the three newspaper headlines I have for you guys today. But to that effect of 20 senators dumping APC, that's a whole lot of senators dumping APC, guys. It's a whole lot. It's not one, not two, not three or four. Anyways, I have a video to back up that particular headlines, which says 20 senators, has dumped APC. So let me just play a video for you guys. The APC chairman, Adamu, address this particular issue. So let me just play it for you guys to see.
Yes, we have noticed that there's this wave of senators leaving your party for elsewhere. What's happening?
Well, it's an unfortunate development when it happens. But this is a season of all manner of behavior in the political space. And there's an exception. In every election year, this kind of substep, give cause for people, stakeholders to sneeze. This is what we're experiencing. Nigeria is no exception, and the APC is no exception. I don't give a damn what's happening in other parties. I care what's happening in our party. And you and me know that it's not just a political situation.
Is it
Because we are the ruling party, yes, our problems are more prominent in the public glare.
Are you worried about people leaving and abandoning the party? Are you worried about that?
No reasonable person, no responsible leader will not worry losing one member, not two. At the moment, we are faced with the stark reality of their problems. And we are committed with my colleagues in the National Water Committee to face the problems squarely and see the problems that are solvable and solve them and so forth.
Most of them, they raise issues about the injustice in the party at their state level.
You are now doing justice to me.
So, what I'm saying is, what are you going to do to stem the tide so that this type of thing will not occur again?
You have no guarantee. You are in politics because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. How can I foresee tomorrow? I'm not the kind of person who will tomorrow. I'm not the one. Is that the person who tomorrow? I'm not the one.
So what? Last question.
Okay, guys, so there you have it. Adamu actually confirming that some senators have actually left the party, but these senators apparently left the party because they feel they've not been treated rightly. What can that mean? There's a lot of commotion now going round and round and round. Well, we're here to see how this whole thing is going to unfold. Anyways, if you joined my live newspaper headline reading yesterday, you will notice that I played a video for you guys, or rather, I showed you guys something about Buhari saying that the UK and the US should ban the IPOP members because they are responsible for the vandalizing of the pipeline as resulting to fuel scarcity that we're currently experiencing in the country, Nigeria. So, guys, the Ohanese people has spoken. They've replied Buhari about what is going on right now. And it reads that Ohaneze cautions Buhari over call on US, UK to proscribe IPOP. So let me read that for you guys. It says the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndigbo, has criticized President Muhammadu Buhari over his call on the United States, the United Kingdom, and other members of the international community to declare the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, as a terrorist group. Remember, guys, yesterday I made mention of Buhari talking to the international bodies, the UK and the US, to ban IPOP, saying that they were responsible for the vandalizing of pipeline. And so, like I said, right now we're experiencing fuel scarcity in our country, Nigeria. And he also mentioned that the IPOP are a terrorist group. You know, we had a lot of controversies concerning that because a lot of people had different things to say, especially with the high rate of insecurity we're currently experiencing in the country. Ohaneze reminded Buhari to remember and act on the congratulatory word of Alhaji Maitama Sule to him in 2015 that justice is key to good governance, which is what the Nnamdi Kanu-led IPOP group demands. Ohaneze simplified the demand of IPOP, which is treat us as partners in the Nigerian project or allow us to go. The group also faulted Lookside appointed in most of the military and paramilitary agencies in the country, which are not favorable to the East region. So, guys, there you have it for that particular thing. We're also going to move straight to Ngige, who said they are going to call off the ASU strike pretty soon. He didn't even give us the exact time they are going to be calling off the strike. He just said they are going to be calling off the strike pretty soon. I do not understand why they are dragging their legs towards this particular issue. Seriously, guys, because I don't know. Students have been home since February 14th, if I'm not mistaken. Since February 14th, students have been at home up until now. This is June 23rd. This is almost 6 months, and nothing has been done or said about it. Only for Ngige to come up now and is saying that the strike will be called off pretty soon. Soon can mean next year, soon can be in the next 5 years, soon can be the next 1 week. Do you get me? So they have to be more specific about what they are doing about this strike thing, because it's getting really serious. Students have been at home now for God knows how long. Some of them have gotten themselves involved in things that we are not proud of. So it is really crazy, guys. It's really, really alarming. I'm going to be sharing that post with you guys pretty soon. But before then, I'm going to be posting the link right now on the comment section, just in case you'd like to join me here and talk further about what we're currently facing in the country. So just give me a moment, guys. Let me just quickly paste the link here on the comment section. Okay, let me just do that quickly, guys. Just give me a second, please. I'm going to do that right now. So just give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, I just pasted the link on the comment section, guys, just in case you'd like to join me here. Just click on the link and I'll have you right here on my screen, guys. So like I was saying about the ASU strike thing, is really becoming alarming, guys, that students have been at home since February up until this point, and all they're saying is the ASU strike is going to be called off pretty soon. I'm thinking by now students should be back in school. Students should be in school right now, guys. Not this kind of things that we're hearing. Please don't forget to please like this broadcast. Please share this broadcast. Thank you very much. So let's just move straight to what Ngige said about calling off the strike pretty soon. He said, ASU will call off strike soon, says Ngige. The federal government on Wednesday said the ongoing strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities will soon be called off. This was as it said there are no plans to establish an alternative payment table for all labor unions in tertiary institutions. But why now? Why? Let me read that again, guys, in case you missed what I just said. It said the federal government on Wednesday said the ongoing strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities will be called off soon. This was, as he said, there are no plans, as in there are no plans to establish an alternative payment table for all the labor unions in tertiary institutions. Minister of Labor and Employment Dr. Chris Ngige disclosed this while briefing State House correspondents at the end of the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the council chambers of the Presidential Villa Abuja. Despite 4 months into the strike already, Ngige assured Nigerians that efforts were on the way to resolve the ongoing dispute, largely fueled by payment platforms. ASU, which grounded academic activities in Nigeria universities since February 14, 2022, had insisted on the use of its own generated payment platform, University Transparency and Accountability Solution. It premised its demand on claims that the government-backed integrated payroll and personal information system was shortchanging its members. However, the federal government last March claimed that UTES was unfit for wide-scale use as it failed 3 integrity tests. Ngige argued that the federal government was indeed engaging with ASU, despite notions that it had been snubbing the union. Okay. Wow. Personally, I don't think ASU demands are that much. I really do not think that they are demanding for so much. I think they are just demanding for the basic things, right? They just want the basic, which I mean everybody that is in the academic sector is supposed to benefit, one way or the other. They're just asking for, I mean, the basics. Why this? This thing has prolonged since February 14 up until this point, guys. Is I really do not know what to say. Like I said, it's from one story to the other, one story to the other. So only God knows these 20 APC senators now that just decamped from APC. Only God knows which party now that they are thinking of going to, or is it a decoy, or are they just playing politics as usual? Because with these guys, you can never tell what they are up to. You can never tell what these guys are up to, because the way they think, sometimes you just be shocked, like, okay, wow. So these people can actually behave like this, or can somebody actually think this way? Okay, let me just take time out to welcome panel I have on my list right now. I have Branice, aka No Food for Lazy Man, and I have Ima. Branice, how are you today? Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I'm fine, Takeshi. Good morning. How are you?
All right, good morning. I'll come back to you pretty soon. Ima, good morning. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Hello, Kachi. Good morning. I'm well, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm just going to go straight to INEC. We all have been having issues with INEC. The old stress going right now in the country. INEC also came out to say that they never said they were going to extend. Before we're all sure that they extended the whole registration by 60 days, but they've come out also to say, they've not extended it by 60 days, and they did not succumb to any sort of pressure, that at the end of the day, the registration is going to end on the 30th of June. I believe that's impossible for the registration to end by the 30th of June, because there's so many people that are yet to be registered. They keep claiming that their machines are not working, these are not working. For every time you go to register for your PVC, it's always like a fight. It's always like a war. You see people fighting. You see people cursing. You see people arguing for every time they go to register for their PVC. So how can you not give a deadline for June 30th when you guys are not even meeting up to your own part of the bargain? You're not meeting up to your own part of the bargain. Like I said, is this a decoy or what? Yesterday, I posted something about Ned Moko, who says that the eastern part of Nigerians are not ready to have a president. If not, why would they vote other candidates instead of an Igbo candidate? And he was also urging Peter Obi to come back to PDP, as he feels Peter Obi is a big-time capitalist and is going to do better being the Minister of Economy instead of going for the presidency, saying that they don't have the proper structure to do that. Everybody keeps talking about structure and all of that, right? So I'm just going to go straight to, INEC, who says, I'm going to put it here, say PVC for ongoing CVR ready January 2023, says INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has said distribution of permanent voters cards, PVCs, for the ongoing continuous voter registration, CVR, will begin in January 2023. Pardon me, guys. It also said it would obey the ruling of the Federal High Court in Abuja on extension of the CVR. Speaking at a media briefing to unveil the youth vote count awareness campaign in Abuja, INEC Resident Electoral Commission in the FCT Yahaya Bello, no relations to the Kogi governor, said only PVCs for Nigerians who registered in 2011 and 2014 and 2019 are ready for collection. Meaning, if you register 2021, nothing for you. If you register 2022, nothing for you. Nothing for you guys, because it just says here that only those who have been registered in 2011, 2014, and 2019 are ready for collection. Guys, like I keep saying, you think this thing, they're doing this thing on purpose? Because honestly, I cannot understand why at this point we're still struggling to get PVCs. And yes, they keep opening new centers, right? They keep opening new centers. Okay, there's a new center now to get your PVC. Yet all their machines are not working. This is, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to say concerning this particular issue, because it's really heartbreaking. You know, somebody came on our platform yesterday to say that ever since Peter Obi, came out as a presidential candidate, all the Igbos has been, coming onto Nigeria World platform. It's so sad that somebody can actually reason or think like that. The guy kept saying, "Oh, ever since an Igbo candidate emerged for a presidency, all the Igbos have been coming out to Nigeria." I really think it's so heartbreaking that at this point in time, with everything that is going on in the country, somebody can actually think that this is about tribe. Like I said to you guys yesterday, I don't think at this point somebody should be talking about tribe or religion or race or whatever. That is not what we should be talking about right now. We should put all of those things aside. Like I said yesterday, even if it's a Yoruba man that has come out to show the kind of track record that we've seen in Peter Obi, we will still go ahead and campaign for this person. If it's an Hausa man that has come out to show such track record, we will still do the same thing. The same way if it's an Edo or Ishan or whatever it is, we will still come out and do the same thing. We shouldn't really be, I don't think we should be talking about tribes right now. These guys are doing everything possible to frustrate us right now. There's no PVC, nothing is working, there's no fuel, there's no electricity, everything is just bad, and we will now resort to fighting ourselves. How do you think we're going to win if we do this, if we're fighting ourselves, or if we're thinking, no, this one is not Igbo, this one is not Hausa, or this one is not Yoruba? I don't really think somebody should be thinking about this kind of thing right now at this time with everything that is going on right now. Abba, come on guys, let's do better. I don't think that's what we should be thinking about right now. That's not what we should be thinking about. That is not, unless the situation of the country is not affecting you, then I can understand. But if the situation of the country is affecting you, I don't think we should be thinking like that right now. That is not the right way to think right now with everything that is going on. It's terrible. It is terrible. It is terrible. I'm just urging everybody, please, let's come together. Let's team up. Let's come together and do what is right and fight for this just cause. Let's do what is right, guys. Thank you. So I'm just going to go straight to Ima. Ima, thank you for joining me today. I don't know if you've been following the show, if you have any contributions to make so far. Ima, are you ready for us, please? Ima. Okay, I think Ima is not ready for us, so I'm just going to go straight to Branice. Branice.
Yeah, Sister Kishi. Please, can you pass it to Mr. Alex so that I can let me fix it.
Fine.
Let me fix the mess. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Very nice. That's fine. I'm just going to go straight to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, good morning. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, good morning.
Wow, guys, I just got an information that before you register for your PVC, they are collecting 4,000 naira. They are collecting 4,000 naira before you register for your PVC. Are you serious? Can you see what is going on? So who not get 4,000 naira if you register for PVC? This is the sort of corruption that we're talking about. It's not even about government right now. We now we dey do ourselves. Can you imagine 4,000 naira before you register for PVC? Mr. Collins, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. It's nice to have me back here, and good morning, the listener, and good morning to the everybody here. So for me, I don't have too much because when we keep repeating what we've been saying before, it makes me I feel like I don't know what to say. Like you said here before about the guy complaining about people talking about tribalism. For me, I keep telling people I don't like when people talk about tribalism because I think that is why for me here, since I've been in this country, I don't support when my friends they come say people are doing racist to them. I don't believe in racist because if somebody complaining that people are doing you racist, you have to check yourself because you that complaining it. If I can see a Yoruba man and I do a tribalism to Yoruba man, that means I'm doing racist. So if I say an Igbo man, I'm doing racist or maybe that kind of a thing. So for me, all people have to do is to make sure that Nigeria work for me because if Nigeria work, if you ask me, even people are talking about religion, tell me in any part in North that is maybe that is functioning because those people are Muslim that is functioning. I will go that place. Then tell me people we are also practicing Christianity in the South. Tell me where in the South where is functioning. I will go that place. So the whole thing, this problem is for everybody, no matter the religion, no matter where you come from. We're all going to suffer. You remember last time when people voted for Buhari, when people are talking, don't vote, don't vote. Everybody says, say Baba. Now everybody is suffering that say Baba. Not one person, not even if you're a Muslim. If you're a Muslim or Christian, you are suffering it. If you are from North, if you are from South, if you are from West, wherever you are coming from, you are suffering it. So when we are talking about this 2023 election, people shouldn't be buying these ideas of PDP and APC, injecting all these kind of ideas in people's mentality, trying to maybe discourage them, trying to bring out one or two reasons for you to now not say, let me vote to Numbu, let me vote to Atiku, because this is what politics is all about. They will bring every strategy just to make sure that they disorganize every plan that you want. They will try to put some ideas in your mind so that you begin to reason maybe, since I'm Yoruba, let me vote Tinubu. Since I'm an Igbo, let me vote Peter Obi. For me, if you're looking at all these things, people should take a step back, then consider this candidate, all of them. Just check all these candidates. When you check all these candidates, you begin to ask yourself, am I doing this election for myself or am I doing it for my own generation? Because if you are voting for this time, because people are talking about what is happening now, you have to talk about future. What is going to happen in 10 years' time? What is going to happen in 15 years' time? And because now people are collecting money, look at what is happening in Ekiti. People collected money. And tomorrow somebody will be complaining to you, say Nigeria is bad. You are the one that said your vote. You said you also inject this poverty to yourself and your generation. So when you are complaining, you shouldn't complain. So whatever, if somebody pay money to get a vote from you, that person is not going to work for you because he paid you money. So if that person paid money before you elected him, that you expect that person to also collect that money back. So you don't have any right. If you don't, that is why sometimes if I go where people died, I don't ask what is the reason, what killed this person, because you don't know the reason why that person is dead. You don't need to ask that question. So for me, you don't know the reason why Nigeria, because we all know the reason why Nigeria is poor today and where people are suffering because we are contributing it. Nigeria is corrupt, not only the leader. I keep telling you this. Here I am. If you watch when that COVID period, the Indomie, that Nigerian noodles we used to buy, here, you go to African market, you want to buy Nigerian noodles before. We used to buy that Nigerian noodles like 4,000 naira a carton before, even 2020, before the COVID. But immediately that COVID started, Nigeria people start selling that noodles 8,000 to 9,000 naira when you convert the money to Nigeria. Then when you come here, the same price they've been selling something since the day I moved to this country. Everything I met here is still the same price. I'm still buying it today. Nothing changed. If he wants to add, you add like a cent. You understand? You're not going to double like Nigeria, double things like 4 times, 5 times. So now COVID is gone. Nigerians are still selling that thing, that 8,000, because they won't move the price. So when we're talking about corruption, I think everybody in Nigeria partake in corruption, one way or the other. check from the school. You go to university before they can be able to screen you out. You have to pay money. You go to secondary school, you go to any office, you have to pay money. So I think, like Peter B said, he said, for you to tackle corruption, you have to go from the foundation, the head. If you are not tackling from the head, you can't get it off. So when it comes to this election, my own is urging Nigerians, if you want to vote, check yourself, go back to your house, ask yourself a question: am I voting for myself, or am I voting for the future of my children? Because if you are voting for yourself, you can take whatever you see now, because you don't know tomorrow. Because whatever you do today, your children is going to bear the consequence. If you want a better Nigeria, if you see most of us here, we are enjoying the light, we are enjoying the environment. People made it possible. People sacrificed for it. That is why this country today, they are where they are today, because people paid the sacrifice. So if you are Nigeria, and you, mostly people in Nigeria, because most of us here outside, I can just stay back and say, what's my business? If I have money, I can send to my people back home. I can relax here. But if you watch, people outside are even most fighting for the people back home. Them that are supposed to be doing the match, they are supposed to be in the one, because everything, they are the one receiving it. But at the end of the day, you will still see them, they will still go back doing that thing which you are still telling them stop doing. You've been voting these elections 2000, since 1999. This will be talking about structures. Whose structure help? We'll be voting structure. If you're talking about structure, PDP should have won the election with Atiku. Then Tinubu should have won the election when him and Atiku contested together. Then Buhari should have won when they have a structure. But it's all about people these days. People should talk about, when you hear structure, who is this structure? I think structure is we, the people, are the main structure here. So if anybody that is in Nigeria is going out for this 2023 election, you sit back, ask yourself one question: what am I going to do? Am I voting for the right? Am I voting for my own children or for my own selfish interest? So when you look at all those things, you ask yourself a simple question: what am I doing? So all those things is what I'm urging Nigerians to do. When you go home, you want to vote. I'm not asking anybody should go there and start fighting or whatever. Or you are voting for an Igbo president, or you are voting for Yoruba president, or you are voting for an outside president. Ask yourself, among these people that come out to this election, who is going to offer me a better, good education, good hospital, good environment? So all those things you ask yourself. When you ask yourself those questions, then you ask, okay, let me go and cast it. What is 4,000 going to give you for 4 years? That is 4,000. You are selling yourself for 4,000. Imagine that is not even a $20. It's not even a one. If you're not even $10, you are selling yourself. That you are selling your generation, your everything to someone's for 4,000 naira. So for me, if somebody wants to buy my vote, that person should pay me like 50 million for me to sell me my vote, because I'm going to empower you. You understand? So we look at all this. So for me, Nigeria should ask themselves, and people talking about tribalism and whatever. I think if you come into Nigeria as a general, when it comes to Nigeria, I think Igbo people are the ones. When it comes to Nigeria, I think Igbo people are the one practicing this Nigeria. They are the one practicing this togetherness, because there is no part of the north or part of the west you can go, you see an Igbo man doing something or empowering people there. So I think Igbo people don't even look at this tribalism of a thing, and people should come out from it. And another thing I want to comment about is I had the information. They said the reason Tinubu is not a full Muslim, because if you come from south, the Muslim from the north don't value you as a real Muslim. You understand? So for that reason, Tinubu should go and pick for a Muslim in the north. That is true, and that is hard not to believe, because I've been there. I serve in Kebbi State. So if you are practicing Muslim from the south, they don't see you as a real Muslim. They kind of think maybe you are not a real Muslim. They believe their own Muslim is the real Muslim. Even I remember that time, there was a friend of mine who is an Hausa guy that time. He said, Collins, if there is a war here now, if they are killing people, maybe a Christian, if you are from the west, if you are from the south, you're a Muslim, they will still kill you. They don't believe maybe you are much kind of the religion with them, that kind of Muslim with them. But that shouldn't give them any idea to go and pick a Muslim, because if we want everybody, whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, because if Nigeria is good, if you go to Dubai today, most of their churches are built by Muslims. You understand? So and people should ask themselves, look at the Muslims in Dubai, the Muslims in other countries, are they not Muslim like me? So if they can live a good life, why should I live a good life? So that is the question they should ask themselves. So for me, we shouldn't vote by tribal. We should vote what we know that this is going to give going to be beneficial for me and my children. So that is
all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Collins. Thank you for that. At this point, I really think anybody who sells their vote has lost the automatic right to complain. You have lost the right. You don't have any reason to complain because you don't sell your votes. You don't chop the money clean mouth. So you have no right to complain about bad governance or corruption or whatsoever. You've lost the automatic right to complain if you sell your vote. So I'm just going to go straight to Ima. Ima, are you ready for us right now, please?
Yes, I am. Hello, good day, everybody.
Okay, please go ahead and make your contributions.
Talking about the vote buying, I think we should look at the bigger picture here. What will 4,000 naira do for you in Nigeria? In Nigeria today, what will 4,000 naira do for you? Or what will 10,000 naira even do for you as a single person, just you, or as a family of 2 or 4? It really does nothing. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The high, the middle, and the low class citizens, we are all feeling this bad governance. It is rotten. I saw somewhere that if a particular president comes in, that we will move from bottom to underworld. I got really teary when I saw that because
wow,
it feels like a movie, or it feels like a dream, you know. Like, is this Nigeria? Is this our reality? And I really hope it doesn't get to that. I hope we stand out. And I think we all know that, talking about INEC now, I think we all know that INEC is corrupt. Saying that you want to close registration on the by 30th of June, when you know that you guys are not even meeting up. You don't even do 30% of the crowd, of the people that take out time to come out to register and get their.
Ima, are you there, please? Okay, I think we lost Ima, right? I think we lost Ima. Like I said, it came to my notice that now for you to register, you have to pay 4,000 naira to register for your PVC. And somebody in the comment section also said you have to pay 5,000 naira. Like somebody told us that before you register, you have to pay 5,000 naira to register. So person we no can get money, what did they go do? This is the corruption that we're talking about. Is this a deliberate act to make sure that we don't get our PVCs and we don't vote? This is alarming, guys. Ima, so are you ready now? Okay, I think we already lost Ima there. So we're just going to go straight to Mr. Chris George. Mr. Chris George, good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining me today. Please unmute yourself and make your contributions. Mr. Chris. Okay, Mr. Chris is not ready for us. We're just going to go straight to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex,
I'm
good
morning. Good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who is speaking, Alex or Chris George?
Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex.
Okay, Alex. Mr. Alex, please go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I thank the owner of the platform. Yeah, I thank everybody on the platform, viewers all over the world. I thank you so much. We are at a crossroad now. It's a moment of destiny. It's a moment of decisions. It's a moment of sober reflection. It's a moment of truth. It's a moment where we have to stand on our feet and push back these evil forces that have taken over government since 1960. These forces were around during my grandfather's time, my father, and now me and my children. How can a particular set of people just keep romancing around the country's national wealth among themselves? And not that being around is bad for that long, but the results are devastating. The results are, totally nothing to write home about. It has led to decadence, it has led to frustration, electrical darkness, academics, infrastructural decadence, students out of school. Nigeria has the most out of school children in the world. Nigeria has now become poverty, AIDS, capital of the world. Nigerian currency is among the weakest now, and some people are coming under the same political parties who have changed their names many years ago and many times. So I want us to know that ideas is what we should vote for, not for dollars. Ideas is what everybody's selling in the whole world. Business ideas, economic ideas, agricultural ideas, technology ideas. You should vote for ideas. Singapore left from being a third world country to a first world country in less than 20 years because of ideas. What is an idea? Idea is just a thought, a positive thought to make change. Sometimes it may take some time. The smartphones we are all using, we are all communicating today from different parts of the world, but it seems like we are in the same room. That is the power of ideas. When a man is telling you about ideas, you should listen. Don't listen to a man who make a repetition of empty promises. They've always campaigned about, I will build roads, I will pay teachers, I will give you job, I will give you loan. If you vote for me, I will dash you this and that. No. Times and times we've heard that, and Nigeria is still the same. They've always had their manifestos. All those papers they carry around has been fraudulent. Nigeria is a fraud as a country. Everything they do has been fraudulent. But there is a tiny little light shining, a little star that just needs attention in the person of Peter Obi just now. If Peter Obi was corrupt and useless, I'm not saying maybe his government wasn't corrupt, but if he was useless, by now, opposition parties would have beamed the light on his corruption by now. For them, they've looked for a way to bring down this guy. They brought out the Pandora Papers. They brought out a lot of allegations, but no one stood against this guy. So from the beginning, I was very skeptical. I was reluctant. I went into research. What I found out was really nice. So gentlemen and ladies, these people are coming, like I said yesterday, they are coming to kill. Because a country, just 2 years ago, more than 300 people were shot at Lekki Tollgate. Up till now, no investigation. There's no arrest. Not up to 2 weeks ago, people were killed inside the church. The federal government that had the intelligence to go and arrest people, to go and arrest Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. They left the shores of this country. They could not trap those criminals in the country. What does that tell you? Of course, they are the ones behind the killings. I stand to be corrected. So and if they come again, these are friends. These two parties, APC and PDP, they are friends of the current government because they are recycling themselves. So if they come again, they are going to continue from where they stopped. They are coming to kill. They are coming to put people on strike. Education will be decimated again. You know, our express roads cannot even be plied by citizens. Children are not enjoying anything as citizens. We don't even have park in different states like children park where you can take your child to play. Everywhere is terrorism. What we hear in Nigeria daily is one terrorist attack or the other, one kidnapping attack or the other, one borrowing or one corruption scandal or the other. You will never wake up to Nigeria and say they are constructing a company in so-so state. They are trying to improve on electricity. They are giving us water to drink. Nearly everybody in Nigeria has a borehole, which has its own geographical effects. The day it will happen, nobody can save us. Climate change is real. And our government, they don't think. We have a set of leaders, all they think about is marry wives, buy houses, material things. They don't have ideas. They don't have ideas. They think about marrying 10 wives, 5 wives, 100 girlfriends. This Solomon way of life. Even Solomon was good to his own people. But people are dying. Our medical structures, medical infrastructure are they are in decay. And they don't care. They don't even mention it. Look at the way the Minister of Education is treating us to strike. Today we will make an announcement. Tomorrow we will be quiet. They are toiling with education. And education is the only driving force towards development. And Peter Obi said, if he was in charge right now, he will not allow this to happen. That they will find a common ground. I don't know Peter Obi before. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm not campaigning for him, but the guy is selling ideas. Ideas is what brought us to where we are today. In the 21st century, we cannot apprehend killers. I remember when a guy shot people in Norway. In less than 24 hours, or in less than 2 days, the guy was apprehended because he had mental problem. So in our country, they are quick to track down Yahoo boys with EFCC.
Exactly.
But they are not. They don't have intelligence to track Boko Haram in the bush who are using SIM card to call people to collect money from them. I don't understand. We have the DSS. We have all those secret intelligence that can track down people who are doing a fraudster business, but yet we cannot trace a SIM card that is used to collect ransom. Who is fooling who? So, gentlemen and ladies, like I said from the beginning, it's a time of decision making. It's the time to stand on your feet. Vote buying should not be the issue. I cannot say take money, don't take money, but don't vote wrongly. I'm particular about voting because there's hunger in the land. Let's face the reality. Some of us are privileged. We have diaspora connect. Like me, I have 4 siblings abroad, 5 of them abroad. If I had my cousins, there are about 11 of them. So there's no way I can suffer. I'm not saying I depend on them, but they always got my back. But there are millions of Nigerians who do not have this luck or privilege.
That's right.
Millions are wallowing in squalor. Okay. Millions. So it's time for us to stop the complaint. Get our PVC. Let's do everything. They will frustrate us from doing this PVC thing. But let's try and wait. Let's go there consistently. Please don't be tired. If they tell you come tomorrow, come next tomorrow, go there. Go for 1 straight week. You will get your PVC. And come next year, let us retire these old men, old criminals who deserve to be behind bars. Atiku has been in government for so long. Since the 90s. 91, like 91, 92, he was there. Tinubu has been in power for so long. 70s, 80s. So what do they still want? Are they not tired of the looting? Are they not tired of the killing? Go to the east. Everywhere has been taken over. So, gentlemen and ladies, I can go on and on and on. It's time. We must keep talking. We will not stop talking. You may think we are just making noise. No. Ideas start by communication, and we are communicating. And I want you to know that they will do everything to frustrate us. Don't be frustrated. It's time to make a life-changing, decision. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. You nailed it. Like, you nailed every point. You nailed it. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Chris George, are you ready for us now?
I'm ready. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chris George.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Please go ahead and make a contribution.
Okay, thank you. Let us start from the beginning, from the head to toe, concerning what INEC is doing. Okay, from the primary election, delegates are paid, right, to elect their presidential candidates. So, in Ekiti, if the delegates are paid, voters also will demand their payments. So, Nigeria corruption has been centralized in Nigeria, from the legislator to the civil servants, from the father to the children. Corruption has been what? Centralized. That is all of it. Because delegates are paid, the voter must demand their own chair. So if the voter demand their own chair, INEC will demand their own what? Their own chair. You understand? So corruption has been centralized in Nigeria. But it depends for we Nigerian youths. For some of us in Nigeria, some of our brothers, to make what? Adjustment on this. Because corruption has been what? Rampant in Nigeria, which no one can do something about it. Okay, now, look at what INEC is demanding for 4,000 naira for registration. Okay. Delegates are paid in dollar, voters are paid in Ekiti. One question you're supposed to ask yourself, Nigerian youth, are they ready for change? Let us observe this. Nigerian youth, are they ready for change? Because when you observe Nigerian youth, they're just making noise, not in action.
Nigerian youths are ready for change. They are not just making noise. If not, we won't come here every day saying the same thing over and over again. You will have people on the streets campaigning with their personal funds.
People in the street are campaigning for change. But look at what Ekiti's typical example, what just happened. Ekiti State is typical example. What are we doing in this nation? What are we up to? What kind of nation are we building? That's why I keep on asking my colleague here in Ecuador. What are we building? Is it nation of corruption?
Mr. Chris George, what are the measures you are also putting in place to make sure people don't, vote wrongly? Are you because this change that we're clamoring for, it starts from you and I. It says charity begins at home. It starts from you and I. Are you putting in any measures?
Yeah.
What are the measures you're putting in place?
Measures am I putting now? Now we have 3 candidates. So before Nigerian youth will vote, they're supposed to ask themselves, am I voting for these people or am I voting for my future, for my children, to build a good Nigeria? Or am I voting for another suffering next 8 years or 4 years? That's what these people are supposed to. And they check their track record. It will be and Tinubu and Atiku. Nigerian youth, what they were supposed to do towards check their track record. Who is more qualified among these candidates? Who is what? More eligible among these candidates? That's what I want to ask Nigerian youth. Let us not vote by what? Because of tribalism or ethnicity. But let us vote by what? Track record. The person can prove Nigeria a better place to live. My sister will be sincere with you. Here now, carrying Nigerian passport is like carrying a chain, moving around because of the bad leadership we have. So it's time for Nigerian youth for them to make change. If they decide to make change, because I'm heartbroken what happened in Ekiti. You see?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris, for that wonderful contribution. So we're going to go straight to the next person we have here, which is Mr. Mark Irabo. Mr. Mark Irabo, good morning, afternoon to you. Thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and make your contribution.
Good day, everybody. My name is Mark Irabo. I want to make my contribution now. I'm talking actually from Germany. So I'll be waiting for you to call me, please. Sorry now, I'm already on my way to work, but it doesn't matter. Let me just make my contribution as quick as possible.
Okay.
Exactly. So I just want to use this opportunity to beg Nigeria youth that they should come together this time, because enough is enough. You know, they used to say traveling is a part of education. When you doesn't travel, you will never see the other type of life. You will never know how these our politicians, they are dealing with us. Let me just ask the youth one simple question. How many youth in Nigeria today can just like for a weekend, maybe you live in Lagos, you just buy a flight ticket to go to Port Harcourt to spend the weekend, or to go to Abuja to spend the weekend? That is the level our politicians has reduced us to. You understand? Okay. These are our politicians. All these old cargoes, they have mortgaged our future. They have mortgaged the generation of our children. Let me give you an example. Just a simple example. When I came to Germany, I was a foreigner here. I was not a citizen of Germany. The German, they took me to school, they trained me, and they gave me a job. I've been working in this country now for the past 25 years, full time, no stop. Do you know how much tax I've been paying every month? The tax they take from my money every month is enough to pay to social people here. This is what our politicians don't know, that if you invest in our youth, you give them job. That money you invested in them, you will actually get it back. I'm telling you today, the money the German government used to train me, they have got it back 10 times. You know better, our politicians, they always think of themselves. They always think of themselves. They don't think, they are not for us. They are only for their pocket and for their family. It's really a pity. So I'm just begging, please, the youth, get your PVC and let's vote those people, all these people out of power.
Okay.
Peter Obi is the Moses of our time, who will lead us to the promised land. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mark Irabor, for that very brief and very powerful contributions you made just now. I'm just going to go straight to Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Machiavelli, good morning, afternoon, evening to you. Please make your contributions.
Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone, and good morning, Madam Kachi. And I'm so happy for you guys to have me today on this live broadcast. Nigerians, we have seen enough. The cup is filled up. It's not pouring away. I've heard a lot of people talking today. They spoke their mind. But we should have one thing. We should be positive. I have always been very positive. I know this day will come. And this is why you see Nigerians are waking up now. My brother Alex spoke a lot to the extent of which Nigerians themselves now have to know it is now or never. If you look at the system we have in Nigeria today, it has always been favoring one part or to the other, which means the so-called constitution we cried about that is not wrong, this politician made it wrong. How can you have a law from the north different from the one in the south, but we call ourselves a democratic state? How can you have the educational standard different from north and south, and we call ourselves a democratic state? How can you have people who can carry weapons, open carry, without being arrested or persecuted? And yet we call ourselves a democratic state. It is now, we now have to correct this thing. The Constitution gave right to all of us under. And now we need to understand that we must build it for ourselves. Nigerians, I will not be talking too much today. I just want you to know, you already have the key. And the key is get your PVC and we will continue to talk. Let them say we talk a lot. Fine. We will continue to talk. Because as they say, it is what happened that causes the whole talk. The marginalization of every individual in Nigeria made us to talk. The people who are bringing their wives to parliament and say, I've married many wives and I'm very happy today, instead of them to talk about things that is going to bring a nation building. These are the people that made us talk. And if they cannot give us our right as individuals, we will talk. And if they cannot give us the dividends of democracy, we will talk. So let us pray. Let us continue to do all we can as Nigerian youth. Okay. They call us that we are lazy, but this time we are not lazy. We are moving train. That is why I gave you that song, Obi They Come, Nigeria Youth Na Structure. It is not by mouth. What happened in Tunisia? They thought he was a vegetable seller. He cannot do anything. But it was the vegetable seller that led to the revolution that brought the regime of Ben Ali down. But today, we are heading towards that crossroad. We are not going to fight them physically, but your fight is your PVC. You must get back to your right. Nigerians, I pray that God continue to bless you and God continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Machiavelli. I'm just going to go straight to Mr. Akim. Mr. Akim, good morning, afternoon, evening to you. Thank you for joining me today. Please make your contributions.
Good morning, my sister Kachi. Thanks for the program this morning, and good morning to my fellow panelists, my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you. I've just joined the program and I watched a little bit before coming in. There's something I really want to address regarding INEC, because I was listening to the show yesterday and there were a lot of contribution made towards INEC, and I've seen some comment as well. My sister, you know, as a people, sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to, when we see the truth, we have to say it the way it is. So, if I don't know if you follow the news about 2 months or so ago, when some INEC officials were attacked in the east, and one of them was killed. I don't know if you was aware of those of the news at the time. So, yes. Okay, so and we are kind of having issues now, and then some people are saying that they don't have INEC staff in some area, and they don't have PVCs and all of this. Without taking a lot of things into consideration, sometimes you have to take into consideration the security of those people that are going to work in some certain areas. And secondly, INEC have been calling for a long time now for people to come and collect their PVCs. They say they've had thousands of PVCs collected, and people never turn up to collect PVCs. So another thing we did not take into consideration is that the surge that happened when Peter Obi moved to Labour Party, that was not an expected surge. And so when you have a situation whereby a surge that we're not prepared for, all of a sudden they are having to deal with such a huge number of participations. So all of these things are what people are not taking into consideration. All I'm hearing is that they don't trust INEC. INEC, this is one of their plan to rig the election. Come on, you first
then
of all
they
analyze.
should extend the time. We totally understand there's an high rise of people wanting to get PVCs and all that. Then they should extend the time if they know they cannot meet up. Right?
Yeah,
they are human beings, they are not robots, and they are not machines. They should extend the time.
Which they have done, or which they've done now. They've already extended the time beyond past what they should be. But when that is what I'm saying, whatever we want to put across criticism, we should first of all analyze whatever situation or whatever leads to the position that we are before we then make a conclusion, okay? Because INEC for me has been one of those institutions that I can look at in Nigeria and say, you know what, they've actually made serious progress. The reason why we are talking about vote buying today is because it's very difficult for you to rig election through INEC. Before, it was a situation whereby people, before they never used to, politicians never used to participate in vote buying. They just go and change the result. But now INEC have done so well that it is almost impossible for you to go and change election results. Last time they had election in Ekiti State, I was shocked. Before in the morning, the result was already called. Before it will be the next day evening or the day after before you get the final result. So this institution is making progress, and the people that are heading it, you can see that they have this genuineness to make it work. They've introduced a lot of technology to make things work, and they've actually pushed for reforms to make things work. So we should not all the time just come and just slander these people. They are trying their best, and we should sometimes acknowledge what they are doing. And then whatever it is that we are doing wrong, we should also ask people, okay, what about the time before Peter Obi declared that these people were calling for people to come and collect their PVCs? There are thousands of PVCs uncollected. Nobody talked about it. So I won't say that is on the part of INEC. So on the current issues when it comes to the political terrain in the land, my sister, I want to ask you a question. Since you was born, I don't know what age you are, I'm not even asking, but I just want to say, since you was born until now, when has it ever been good in Nigeria? It has
honestly,
never.
I don't think I have an accurate answer to that question.
Exactly. So if you ask any Nigeria that, when they tell you the Nigeria of the old days, they are talking about before I was born. So the problem is this: what is it that they did right then that we are not doing right now? So what is it that they got that we are getting wrong? Why is it that we're actually looking for one man, one person to come and change the situation for us? I just see what I'm seeing from our people today is a sense of desperation, and it is that sense of desperation that led us to where we are now. They told us that time that Buhari only had one shoe. The man is endemic to corruption. The man is this, is that. They give us all hope. Everybody jump out and run and then go and vote for Buhari. Those were the sense of desperation. A nation that was desperate. They never looked properly into it's almost like they didn't know what they need. This Western world that we are talking about, they have political parties that are based on ideas. You can't just come to them and sell something to them. If you are selling something to them, they will look at where you stand and where your records is and your ideas, what your ideas, and they will look at it. Is it fit for the time? But we don't ask questions, and when we try to ask questions, they tell you, no. It's like you're not tired of the problem. No, the problem is not that I'm not tired of the problem. The problem is that I did not ask enough questions at the first time. APC, when they were coming in 2015, they had one of the best manifestos I've ever seen in my life. But what happened when Buhari came? Buhari said that was not his manifesto, that was APC manifesto. So all of these things, I just feel like we are going to make another mistake again as a people. And then in 2027, they will start shouting, we start going round. It's like we're almost like in a roundabout. It's the same thing all over and all over again. So when are we going to come together as a people and say, what do we want? What is it? Which direction do we want to take this country? Okay, these questions needs to be asked. You can't just be shouting one man all the time. All these people, they can't all be bad.
Among the three people right now that are contesting, for the presidency. So who do you think is this one person, or since you said there's no one man, who do you think is this, thing that can move Nigeria forward? Obviously, we're not expecting everything to happen like a miracle.
No, it's not even that. It's not even it's not about the expectation, right? It's about when you send somebody to work and you give them the wrong tools to do the job, or somebody is working with the wrong tools.
Okay, so who are you supporting? Who are you supporting, Mr. Akin?
I've always said it. I have no candidate. I'm not supporting anybody.
Okay, you don't have any candidate.
No. If it was a situation whereby it is possible for me to even cast a vote, I probably will cast my vote for someone like Sowore, because I know that he is the only person that is outside of the institution. He's one person that hasn't been among any of these people, and he's one person that I can say that truly he genuinely have principles and set of beliefs that he stands for, that he has been fighting for years, which everybody can see in public records.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Akim, for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Ima, we lost you before. Are you ready for us now, Ima? Before we round up the show, please.
Yes, Kachi. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead and make your contributions.
I will just speak from where the last panelist dropped.
Okay.
About Sowore, I think the problem with Sowore is you can't just go to the peak of the political of politics. Start with grassroots. Start from somewhere. Don't just go up there. And power is very intoxicating. The last person who trusted so much to do enough to do, and we felt that was Desmond Elliot. And that one went there and he messed up doing bridge made of wood and all of that. So I'm also for a youth and all of that too, but Sowore should just do better. Start with grassroots. Go to your local government. Start from there. Then I was going to talk about, there's something that we are not talking about, which happens all the time. This is on election day. Especially if you stay in Nigeria, you know that election day is the day that you don't step out of your house because of the violence. With all of the getting your PVC and all of this that we are putting in place, we are sensitizing people, we are talking about, and are we also prepping that what happens to the ballot boxes? What happens to the thugs that will be released on those days? Because we know that surely that's going to be their strength on that day. We also need to let people know that let this passion not die down. Don't just cast your vote and go home. We have to protect our vote too, and follow it to wherever it is going to be counted. That needs to be noted, and we need to start talking about it now. We shouldn't sleep. We shouldn't sleep on it. And I saw that I got lost the other time. My network got disconnected. The people that INEC is saying that they are not asking anybody to pay for their PVC. That is just a means to curtail the number of people that are coming in to get their PVC. That is a strategy. And INEC is denying this because a lot of people are coming out to say that they are being charged a fee to get their PVC. And INEC is saying that some are asking for, I've never heard of state ID card. So as I am here in Lagos, I'm supposed to have a Lagos state ID card. They're bringing up new policies, and INEC is just debunking. They're not doing anything. Somebody on the show said that INEC is not corrupt, or INEC cannot be compromised. INEC is very, very corrupt. And I hope that if the right man comes in, that place will be washed and everything.
Iman, sorry to cut you. Iman, sorry to cut you. I don't know if you follow the primaries very well. Like when they were counting votes, that they started from 1, 2, 3 up until 79, and when they got to 79, they moved straight to 100. This was on national television, so it's not like it's something that we did not see. 79, 100 on national TV.
Straight up, and nobody said anything. I think the only person who tried to do anything about it was Amici, and he was stopped. So imagine if they would do that at primaries, of their own party primaries. Now imagine what is going to happen on the election day. I think we all have to be ready to know that as you are getting your PVC, please know that you cannot just cast your vote and go home. You have to be there. We all have to count it. The federal government has a whole lot to play. Mr. President cannot say that he's wishing us well. No, sir, this is the time to truly wake up. There has to be security for the people, not for a person. And everybody has a prize. If the man that stated that Kwara's election was fair and fair, everybody, we have the politics lord. We have Tinubu, we have Atiku. Those two will buy the whole of INEC if they want to. It is going to be a case of money past money at the end of the day. So we are pleading and we are calling out to federal governments. We are calling out to INEC. Enough is truly enough. Tomorrow it is going to be any of you. It is going to be their turn. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but the likes of the unknown gunmen, they don't go for bare civilians. They go for the people, the hierarchy, the political, the big names. While the likes of the Boko Haram people, they go for the small ones. So if we don't put our hands together and fix this country, they already have a group of people that are already coming for you guys. I hope they get to hear this. I hope somebody somehow they get to see this. Nobody is safe. It is that bad. Nobody is safe. The only people that are safe are the people that are not in Nigeria. If you are in this country, if you have your people in this country, nowhere is safe. Nothing is safe. I saw so now. You know why people take trip? You take trip by road and you want to either do number 1 or number 2. You move into the bush and all of that. Now you can't try that. You can't move into any bush to say you want to release yourself or you want to ease yourself. I saw in the news that our forests are no longer safe. Our homes are no longer safe. Our churches are no longer safe. Should we not be meeting at the graveyards? They need to come together and think, if they kill everybody in the country, what do they want to do with empty country? If they make everybody run away or if they kill everybody, what's going to become of the country? People in the Senate, House of Assembly, everybody needs to wake up. Everybody needs to wake up. This is one that is affecting everybody. The mosque is not safe. The church is not safe. Out there is not safe. There's a whole lot of blood, And our politicians, these are different species of humans, sadly so. Our politicians, very few of them care. You know, I say to people, with the way we are clamoring for Peter Obi, what if he doesn't deliver as expected? But then again, it is going to be a worthy try. At least he's not coming to give us crab. He's not going to fry akara somewhere. He's not going to the north to sit with some children to eat some kind of food. He's giving us facts and stating facts. He's not coming to be like Tinubu that is saying 50 million people will go into the military. Kachi, if 50 million people are going to the military, the possibility of you and I being in the military is very, very huge.
Yeah, so we'll go.
And you are saying that people are going to eat agbado, are going to eat cassava. then we have another person who is going to learn on technology, is going to improve himself. We are ready to take our chances. I hope people can see. I hope we can just walk down to the road, and by the bus stop, we are talking to that Egon and making him understand why it shouldn't be a tug, or why this particular election should be different. Why we should go and meet Mama and tell her that that 2 kg worth of rice that they give to her should not be enough to shut her up or to buy a vote. Anybody who is selling their vote in a time as this probably should ask yourself, what is the definition of witchcraft? Really, we are going to be selling your votes in a time like this with everything that is happening. Kachi, I believe that you are in Lagos with me. It is bad. It is bad. If you ask some people when last they even made a pot of stew in their house, not many people. If you want to take a survey down the road, people can barely feed. It is really bad. So as many people that are watching this, please talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, talk to your family, talk to everybody, talk to yourself. We need to get it right this time around. If we don't get it right this time around, it's going to be 4 years of great misery. That's all I have to say on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ima. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. I believe everybody has contributed. I will please urge everybody to join us for a discussion by 5 p.m. Nigerian time today. Thank you to everybody here today. Thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you, Mr. Chris George. Thank you, Mrs. Ima. Thank you so much. Thank you to Akim. Thank you. Oh, I can see Charles. Thank you to Mr. Machiavelli. Brand nice. Even if you were not able to contribute, I guess you have issues with your network. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. To everybody in the comment section, I can see Lovely Gabby, AGK Kingsley, Bobby Ijezie. Thank you so much. The mommy of all mommies, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you so much for joining us again today. I can see Abe Emmanuel. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. I can see Johnson Emmanuel, AGK Kingsley. Thank you so much for being here with me today. To everybody viewing us, thank you so much. I can see Peace Kai Deal Fields. Thank you so much. Mary Kimade, thank you so much for being with me here today. I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Henry Rumi, thank you so much for being with me here today. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Vero Ogbe, thank you so much for being here. I can see 2 people just joined us. That's Mr. Charles and Mr. Aruna. You know, we've already rounded up the show, or we're about to round up the show, but because you're here, I'm just going to give you 1 minute to round up on everything that we've been talking about so far before we bring the broadcast to an end. Mr. Charles, please go ahead.
Thank you, my sister. I just came in now.
Yes.
Actually, I've been trying to come in, but it seems like the studio is full, so I couldn't find my way. But it's okay. At least I listened to everything that they have been saying. My advice to our people, as our sister there is lamenting. Well, if our people will really count their teeth and tell themselves the truth within these 7 years and what has happened, I think they need to make a move. Yeah, we are reminding them to go and take their PVC, but then themselves, they should at least see that they have suffered a lot. Many people have been killed within these 7 years. Many, when I say many, a lot have been killed. A lot have been thrown into prison. Why? Because they want to speak out. And the killers are just going everywhere. Nobody is arresting them. The idea. If they can look at it, they can see. When I was in Nigeria, I used to sell rice in bags. That was my business. I asked one of my colleagues, how much are you guys selling a bag of rice today? They are telling me almost 30,000. While when I was there, the highest price I sold then was around 4,000 naira. I was like, wow. It means for one to come to the business now, you need about 10 million. It has gone to the highest level of it, where a salary earner cannot buy a bag of rice and eat. Eating rice becomes for the rich. Chicken becomes for the rich. Everything becomes for the rich. If you are not a son or children of a politician, or you're not connected, if you're not their relatives, their friends, you will just be like a spectator. So I don't need to speak much. Thank you for allowing me to come in. I really appreciate.
Thank you so much, Mr. Charles. Thank you for that. Don't forget to join us 5 p.m. Nigerian time today for our discussion. That one is always very lengthy because we can talk and talk and talk about everything that is happening. At this point, we cannot get tired of talking. We have to keep talking. We have to keep sensitizing, because the truth is there are lots of people out there who still do not even know. If you ask them, who be Tinubu, who be Atiku, some people don't even know. They just know say one party there where they call APC and another party there they call PDP. They don't even know any candidate. So we just have to continue doing the good job that we are doing. We need to keep talking. We need to keep spreading the word, spreading the message, going out there, taking part of our civic rights. Just keep doing everything we can do within our power, because they say charity begins at home. We just have to try. We just have to try. I just want to appeal to everybody. I know you guys are trying. Let's double our efforts. Let's triple our effort. Do everything we can. Do everything we can to keep the good work going. We have to wake up and get our country back. I cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. It's a collective effort, and I believe together we can achieve our goals. Thank you all so much. Okoro Daniel, I didn't forget you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Mr. Frank Omoregbe, I hope I got that correctly. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love and appreciate you. All the viewers, we love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us. Please do not forget to like. You guys are not seeing enough like on this broadcast. Please like this broadcast, share it. This message is not for you alone. Like the broadcast, share the broadcast, subscribe if you are yet to do so. Please do that. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Bye-bye and have an amazing day. Bye.